Twinkle's daring journey to find Sparky high in the sparkly sky, where the moon glowed like a big silver pearl and stars twinkled like tiny fireflies, lived a small star named Twinkle. She was the tiniest star in the sky, so small that the bigger stars often didn't notice her light. But Twinkle had a huge heart and a giant dream. She wanted to shine brighter than anyone and help someone on Earth. Every night, she looked down at the world below, where children laughed, animals played, and houses glowed with cozy lights. "I want to make someone happy," Twinkle whispered, her light flickering with hope. One frosty night, when the sky was clear and the stars shone brightly, Twinkle heard a sad voice from Earth. It was a girl named Ava, sitting by her window, saying, "My puppy, Sparky, is lost. I wish I could find him." Twinkle's heart glowed like a warm candle. "This is my chance," she thought. But how could a tiny star help a girl so far away? She decided to be brave and go on a big adventure. Twinkle took a deep breath, wished for courage, and leaped from the sky, falling like a glittery snowflake. Down she went, past fluffy clouds, chirping birds, and glowing streetlights, until she landed softly in Ava's backyard. The world was so big and strange. Tall trees swayed, flowers danced in the breeze, and crickets sang loud songs. Twinkle felt a bit scared, but she thought of Ava's sad voice and puffed up her light. "I can do this," she said, and she began her search for Sparky. First, she floated to the garden, where daisies and roses stood quietly. "Have you seen a puppy named Sparky?" she asked, her light bouncing on their petals. The flowers shook their heads. "No, but try the old oak tree. The owl there is very wise," they said. Twinkle zoomed to the oak tree, where a big owl blinked his shiny eyes. "A puppy?" hooted the owl. "Check the meadow by the stream. Puppies love to chase butterflies there." Twinkle thanked the owl and hurried to the meadow, her light glowing like a tiny lantern. At the stream, she saw ripples in the water and heard a soft bark. There, behind a big bush, was Sparky, a fluffy puppy with brown fur and a wagging tail. "Sparky!" Twinkle cheered, shining so brightly that Sparky yipped with joy. But Sparky was stuck in some thorny vines, and Twinkle was too small to free him. "Don't worry," she told Sparky. "I'll get Ava." She raced back to Ava's house, her light flashing like a firefly. Ava was still at her window, her eyes wet with tears. Twinkle danced in front of her, twinkling as brightly as she could. Ava gasped, "A star! Are you here for Sparky?" Twinkle bobbed up and down, leading Ava outside. She guided her through the dark garden, past the oak tree, and across the meadow to the stream. Sparky barked loudly when he saw Ava, and Ava ran to him, gently untangling the vines and hugging him tight. "Sparky, you're safe." Ava laughed as Sparky licked her face. "Thank you, little star," Ava said, her smile brighter than the moon. Twinkle felt warm and proud, but she wanted to make sure Ava and Sparky got home safely. She floated above them, lighting their path like a tiny street lamp. On the way, a curious rabbit popped out from a bush. "Who are you, shiny star?" it asked, twitching its nose. "I'm Twinkle, and I'm helping my friends," she replied, glowing happily. The rabbit wiggled its ears and hopped off. A friendly frog by the stream croaked, "You're so kind, star. Come back soon." Twinkle giggled and promised she would. When Ava and Sparky reached home, Ava's dad ran out, his eyes wide with joy. "Ava, you've found Sparky," he said, hugging them both. Ava whispered, "The star helped me." Twinkle's light grew stronger, and she knew it was time to return to the sky. She floated up, past the clouds and back to her place among the stars. The other stars cheered, "Twinkle, you're so brave." Even the biggest stars noticed her now, and they twinkled with pride. From that night on, Twinkle shone brighter than ever, her light bold and beautiful. Every evening, Ava looked up at her, waving from her window, and Sparky wagged his tail happily. Twinkle learned that even the smallest star could do big things, and she twinkled with joy, knowing she had friends on Earth who loved her. Sometimes, when the night was quiet, Twinkle whispered to the sky, "I'll always shine for you," and her light sparkled like a promise, filling the world with hope.